my petals, welcome in or welcome back. Today we're going to be making this super adorable no-sew octopus. He is perfect for using up scrap yarn. I think the whole thing uses maybe 11 grams of yarn, of course a little bit depending on your tension, which isn't important, it'll just change the size of him. And literally this much stuffing. That's it. Perfect little scrap project. I used these little bean safety eyes because they're hilarious, but you can use any safety eyes that you think look good on your little dude. So let's get started. So the yarn I am using today is the Big Twist Living yarn from Joann's. We're going to start with a magic circle, and we're going to single crochet 8 into that circle. You can of course do the chain 2 method if you prefer. My hook is a 3.5 millimeter hook, but again, using any hook size that fits your yarn will get you the perfect cute little dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then for round 2, we're going to increase in every stitch. Single in every stitch. It'll give us an end row count of 16. Oops, my circle came a little open. We're going to see if we can, tighten that up. And then for round 3, we're going to single crochet in one, increase in the next. So just one, and then increase. And increase. And then for round 4, we're going to single crochet 2, and then increase again. Pretty. And then for rounds 5 through 8, we're just going to single crochet around. Nice, quick, and simple. And here's your fun octopus fact. Did you know they have 3 hearts? That's crazy. I'm only going to put 1 when I stuff him, because there's only really room in the plushie one for 1. But I thought that was pretty neat. And that is all the singles. And then for round 9, we're going to go 2 single crochet and then decrease 2. And I like to do the invisible decrease where you pick up the front 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both, because that helps make it a little bit more seamless. 2 and done. And then we are going to take a pause and add the eyes. We're going to add them between, and it looks a little flat right now, between rows 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So between 6 and 7. Oops. About 8 stitches apart. Now I did include the stitch that gets hidden with these little bean eyeballs in that. So octopuses have their eyes more on the side of their head than in front. Look at how happy he is. Snap the back. And then back on round 10, we're going to single crochet and decrease. And decrease. And then this is where, I'm sorry my camera doesn't get any clearer than this. I'm hoping to upgrade soon. But this is where we're going to add his tentacles. And what we're going to do is we're going to put them in the front loops only. So we're going to slip stitch in the next stitch. And then I'm going to add my stitch marker to the back loop of that same stitch, because that's the one that I need for the next round. I'm going to slip stitch in the next one, chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I found the best way to do this, oh, maybe it'll kind of focus, is you have your little V stitches on the chain. In the back side where those little bumps are, this is where you can't really see them. In those little bumps, that's what we'll be using as our stitch. It helps it just curl extra tight and look nice. So in those back little bumps, we're going to yarn over, insert it in that little bump, pull it through, and a half double crochet 3 times in that same little bump. So 1, 2, and 3. So you get something that kind of looks like that. And we're going to do that for every chain, or the back side of every chain, all the way up the leg. And it'll start to kind of curl right away. If it's not curling very well, you could try using a smaller hook or tighter stitches, or add more stitches to the chain. But I don't recommend that because then you'll get these holes. But just in that back loop, every single one, you can see it's kind of starting to curl. Two, 3, two, and 3. Two and 3. And then don't forget the very first one that you did, because that one kind of likes to blend in with the rest of everything at the base. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to slip stitch in the next front loop from round 10. And then we're going to repeat that 8 times for all of his, well, 7 more for his little tentacles. So slip stitch in the next stitch. So you'll have 2 slip stitches between each, whoops, you'll have 2 slip stitches between each tentacle. Chain 10, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then in the back side, we're gonna 3 half double crochets in each tentacle, or each chain. In each chain, which makes a tentacle. 3, 3, and as you add more tentacles, some of them might not be curled the right way round. Like this one will curl, it just needs a little encouragement. But once you get a lot of tentacles, they start getting a little smooshed all over the place. Kind of like an old phone cord when you'd walk around the house. Two, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. And then slip stitching in that next one. All right. Yeah, see, they can get a little funky, but then you can just ask them nicely and they'll curl right up. I'm going to do the 6 more and meet you at the end for the next round. Okay, I am just finishing up the last tentacle here. 3, and a slip stitch. Look at how cute he is. I love the white little head that happened. That's funny. And now, for round 12, we are going to work in those back loops see if I can get this. We're going to work in those back loops that we left open from round 10. So you see I put my stitch marker in here for the first one. And we are going to decrease in single crochet 1. And I definitely want to put my stitch marker in the stitch we just made because we don't want to stitch the tentacle up all weird. So decrease and 1. Now before we get all the way through, that's when I feel like the hole is closed enough, it's good for stuffing, but still big enough that stuffing can fit in. So we're going to put in his heart. Make sure that's not caught on his eyeballs. And then we're going to add the stuffing. Again, I'm pretty sure this is all, this might even be too much. Let's find out. Oh, that was perfect. And then just shape his head. And you'll get that cute little round face. And then we're going back to finishing the round. Decrease. And 1. And then we are going to decrease every stitch around. And then I'm going to finish off by slip stitching in the last of the round, chain 2, give myself a little bit of extra string, pull through, and then just kind of tighten those chains down so they make a little tiny knot. And then just sew that little hole closed, which is basically where his little beak would go. Because in case you didn't know, octopuses have beaks. Not like bird beaks though, but they're good for eating all those hard-shelled clams and stuff. And then we'll pull that closed. And then I'm just going to weave my string in and out of a couple of stitches to help oh my goodness gracious. To help keep it closed tight, provided it doesn't catch on any more tentacles. And then I'm going to tie a little knot. Just like that. Back in the same hole, and we'll put it out. No, don't get caught. Pull it out like that. Cut the extra thread. Give him a little smoosh. And then we can make sure all of his little tentacles are curled up right. This guy got a little crazy. There we go. And there we go. Look at that. All done and cute as a little button. And a fun bonus, if you make multiple, because their tentacles boost up from the bottom of them a little bit, they can stack. So you can make yourself a whole little stack of cute octopuses. If you do make one, be sure to tag me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever you use at Muds Yarn. Links to my website with the written pattern, other super awesome written patterns, and anywhere you can find me below. I hope you have a fantastic day filled with love, yarn, and everything wonderful. See you in the next one. Bye!